So Hare Krishna. So we welcome you all for today's Throwback Thursday program organized by Iskcon Seshadripuram. And today with us, we are very fortunate to have His Grace Ganga Prabhuji with us. Prabhuji is one of the earliest disciples of Srila Guru Maharaj, and Prabhuji joined Krishna consciousness movement in 1979, and in 1980 Prabhuji got initiated by Guru Maharaj, and after that Prabhuji was part of multiple services. So Prabhuji served as temple president of Chennai in early years like 1984 till 1991, and then served as general manager in Sri Dham Mayapur, and also Prabhuji was involved in constructing Samadhi of Srila Prabhupada in Iskcon Mayapur, and Prabhuji was also involved in making the deities of Panchtattva in Sridham Mayapur. And Prabhuji, as of now, travels with His Holiness Bhanuswami Maharaj, and he assists Maharaj in spreading Krishna consciousness. So we would like to welcome Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Sri Mati Jayapataka Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasattate Satarine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Sri Mati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasattate Satarine Vanchakalpakarubhyascha Kripasindubhyavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. So Happy New Year to everybody. Happy 2026. We have a year ahead to learn. Hope we learn from 2025 our mistake. We are correcting constantly ourselves, upgrading our consciousness, and becoming the best of ourselves in spreading the mission of Srila Prabhupada and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I feel very fortunate to be with you tonight, and I'm very fortunate to be one of Guru Maharaj's disciple. We had many intimate association with him in the very beginning here in Mayapur. Actually, I was traveling in India from 77 to 79, traveling around India. And I came by road actually in 77 with a friend of mine, Fabio. We flew from Rome to Istanbul, and that is Turkey. From there, we came slowly by road to India. So we went through so many different countries. It took us a few months. And the idea of coming to India was actually to find out more about God and self-realization. But after traveling for 1 year, we were more and more, absolutely confused, because India is a place of 1,000 temples, and there are so many different temples: Shiva, Durga, Ganesh, and this one, that one. We met many guru, we met many sadhu, and everybody's telling different story. I'm God, you are God, we are all God. So we were very, very confused. And at one point, I met one sadhu, and he told me, you should go to Himalaya and meditate on Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is very merciful. He will surely connect you to whatever desire you have in your heart. So I end up in Manikaram, which is a place where Guru Nanak used to meditate. There are hot water springs on the bank of river Parvati, very beautiful place, very peaceful place. And I started to meditate on Lord Shiva every day. I was performing austerity. But I only realized at one point, when my visa was expiring, I went to Kathmandu to renew my visa. At the time, you can only stay in India for 6 months as a tourist. So my 6 months was expiring, and I went to Kathmandu, renew my visa. At that time, I met the devotees. It was a Sankirtan party from Mayapur. I saw them chanting and dancing in the street of Nepal, Kathmandu. And one devotee, Jagadananda Prabhu, also Italian, came to me with a BTG and told me, "Oh, why don't you buy this BTG? We have a nice book." And after speaking for a few minutes with him, I realized that he was also Italian. So we spent 2 3 hours talking. In the end, he gave me the BTG for free, and he said, "Brother, you read this one, and you will understand." Then I saw them again doing Sankirtan and doing Harinam, and I thought these people, they look very familiar, very nice. They look very happy, very sincere, very honest. So I wanted to know more about God. Um, so when I went and picked up my passport, I met one Italian Swami, Bhaktiananda Sarup Swami, and he told me, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going back to India." He said, "Oh, we are going to India also. What you were doing before?" "Oh, I was a mechanic, motorcycle mechanic. I was racing motorbike." He said, "We need a mechanic. Why don't you come with us? We have two van, Mercedes, and sometimes we need to change the tire, change the oil, change the filter. Can you do that?" I said, "Yeah, sure I can." "Okay, tomorrow 5 o'clock in the morning, be here with your friend." I was with another friend at the time, Severo, also Italian. He said, "Come, be here at 5 o'clock, and we'll pick you up and you come with us." I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "We're going to Mayapur." I said, "Where is Mayapur?" "Mayapur is near Calcutta. It's on the bank of the Ganges." I said, "Wow, beautiful." So I agreed to go with them, and on the way, they start to explain to me who was God, and Krishna was God, and he was he appeared in Vrindavan, he had his pastimes. And in my mind, I had so many questions which were unanswered till now. But by speaking to them, everything became very clear. So to make a very long story short, when we reached Mayapur, there were only a few devotees in 79, maybe 30, 40 devotees. There was only a lotus building, and Radha Madhava was underneath uh, the lotus building. There was no gopi. Srila Prabhupada Murti was there. Was a lot of rice field everywhere and bushes. There was the main gate, one big kitchen, and they just finished constructing the long building, which was the longest one in West Bengal. And then I met Guru Maharaj at that time. Very nice, very friendly person. And at that time, there were only two guru in Mayapur. Was Bhavananda Prabhu now. At the time, he was a sannyasi, and Guru Maharaj. So I was very much, taken to try this Krishna consciousness. I met other devotees, Durgama, Satvik, many other Italian devotees, and they told me, "Look, brother, why don't you spend a few months with us here and learn the Bhagavad Gita, study a little bit about science of this self-realization, meditation, chanting japa, doing service for the Lord. If you like, you stay. If you don't like, you go." I said, "Yeah, why not? I tried so many crazy things in my life. So this is another one. Let me try." But then I started to chant Hare Krishna. I felt great happiness in my heart. And every day we had lectures, and did a lot of service, menial service. We were cleaning the long building, we were cleaning the kitchen, we were cleaning the bathroom. We did a lot of service. Our life was very simple. Wake up early in the morning, chant Hare Krishna, go to Mangalarti, chant and dance. I thought, wow, this is very far out religion. They're very happy, they're very colorful, there's a lot of flowers, there's nice incense, there's nice prasada, and all these devotees, they look like old friend to me. And like when you meet old people, old friend that you don't see after a long time. So everybody was very eager to, you know, make me stay and continue to study the Bhagavad Gita. We learned the Brahma Samhita. And I had a doubt in my mind who should be my guru. I understood that by the blessing of Lord Shiva, I was connecting now with the devotee who could explain to me everything about God. That this was very ancient science based on scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Sri Upanishad. And so I was asking to the Lord, please show me the path. Who should be my spiritual master? Then one night I had a beautiful dream where I dreamed Guru Maharaj. I was sitting in the temple and Guru Maharaj coming and whispering in my ear some mantra which I did not understand, I did not remember. And I wake up and I felt very happy that this was a manifestation that the Lord told me that I should take initiation from Guru Maharaj. So I asked Guru Maharaj if I could take initiation from him, and he said, "Yeah, well, let's wait some time." So meanwhile, it was coming the summertime, and we were going to the Ganges with Guru Maharaj and a few other devotees, maybe 10, 15 devotees. Here now today, the Ganges is very close, but that time was very, very far away. You had to walk 15, 20 minutes to reach the Ganges. And the bank of the Ganges was like 10 feet higher than the river itself, the Ganges flowing. So then we used to organize wrestling match with Guru Maharaj and other devotees, and we used to swim competition. So we had a lot of intimate association with him, and he was very jolly, very personal, always ready to help everybody. And he was also teaching this farmer how to do farming. He was himself showing with the bulls how to plow the land with a wooden plow and how to plant this best seed for the best crop during the year. At the time, mostly they were growing rice, but then they learn how to plant vegetable as well. West Bengal is the number one producer of vegetable in India. Even today, we can find always fresh vegetable everywhere around the roads of Bengal. So Guru Maharaj was a very, very inspiring personality, very, very dynamic, always very eager to preach Krishna consciousness and to fulfill Srila Prabhupada's desire. Of course, Srila Prabhupada desire told him that I'm giving you this Mayapur project. This is the spiritual world. You please develop it. So he was very, very eager to see the people who come to Mayapur. At one point, I remember in 1983, I was in Calcutta with Adridaran Prabhu, the temple president at the time, and we purchased a bus from the EP, that come from Germany with this bus. And on the side of the bus was written something, Express. And then we purchased this bus with the seat, which was maybe 36 seat. It was a Mercedes Benz. It was called Chapati Express. So we canceled Chapati and we wrote Mayapur. We wrote Mayapur Express. And I was driving the bus for many months. At the time, still nobody knew Mayapur. Now we have every day between 50,000 to 100,000 people visit Mayapur. Sometimes it's very difficult to enter inside the temple in the morning for Mongol Arti. I think all of you can see the Mongol Arti and Darshan Arti in the Mayapur TV, and you can see how packed with people. At that time, nobody used to come. There were only 3 rickshaws. There was only one telephone in the temple president's room in the end of the long building. So then we start to preach to the life member, please come to Mayapur. We'll take you on Saturday and stay overnight. We give you free accommodation. We give you prasadam. Everything is been arranged. So I used to drive from Calcutta to Mayapur, Mayapur to Calcutta back. That time the road was very small. It was only 12 feet road. Driving this giant bus was not easy. And so we slowly start to bring people to the Holy Dham. And Guru Maharaj has so much planning and instruction be given by Srila Prabhupada to him. And so he was always very eager, and because he was also speaking in Bengali, so the people were very, very amazed to speak to him, and everybody loved him. And all the local people, they always ask, where is Guru Maharaj, where is Jayapataka Swami? And then Guru Maharaj started to travel around India and around the world. So then at one point I was also being requested to, after he got the first attack in Spain, where some crazy guy hippie tried to slit his throat. So the GBC requested me to travel with Guru Maharaj all over the world as a bodyguard. So then we were traveling all over the world. We went to many, many places: Australia, America, New Zealand, name it. We had this big fat ticket travel around the world and Europe, everywhere. So we were always, I was thinking in my heart, am I supposed to protect him? But he's protecting me because he was always giving me nice instruction. It was always very personal. He was always make sure that I had taken prasada, enough rest. It was very intense actually traveling with Guru Maharaj because he had so many ideas and he had so many things he wanted to achieve. So that was wonderful time traveling with him and be very, very close in his association. I learned many things. Like I remember one time, I think we were in Delhi and our flight got delayed, and we had always a lot of luggage because Guru Maharaj was traveling from one place very cold to one place very hot. So we had all kind of luggage, changing cloth, and at the time we were carrying some stuff in New Orleans, the tapes of Guru Maharaj. So we had a lot of luggage, and in New Delhi, I think our flight got delayed for a few hours. We were going to go some other place, and we had one porter with us who was helping us, because I couldn't possibly push two cart by myself with all the luggage. In the end, we got into the place where we leave the luggage, and Guru Maharaj told me, "Did you give any money to this porter?" I said, "No, Guru Maharaj is doing service for you. You become purified." He said, "No, no, no, no. I think you should give him some money because he has a family and kids." And so I said, "How much shall I give him?" He said, "Give him 500 rupees." That's a lot, I was thinking. But then I learned more. Guru Maharaj is very concerned for everybody. And Guru Maharaj is always eager to help everybody. And wherever we go to the airport, Guru Maharaj carry always Mahaprasadam with him from Mayapur. So I distribute to all the guards, to all the staff of the airport. And everybody was very, very happy. Also, Guru Maharaj was always constantly preaching to everybody. And the time was the very beginning of the internet. And so he used to answer himself all the emails which his disciple used to write to him. And sometime, in the night, 11, 12 o'clock, I used to find him sleeping on the computer. I said, "Guru Maharaj, please go to take rest because tomorrow morning you have to go to Mangalarti." So, and then in the morning he has three alarms, playing, because obviously if you go to sleep at 12 o'clock and you want to wake up 3:30, it's very difficult. So he had a different alarm and different clock making different sound. One used to say, "Get up, rise and shine." Another one used to do, so everybody used to get up, but Guru Maharaj just continued to sleep. And I was thinking, maybe Guru Maharaj should just take rest, and I switch off all the alarm. And myself, I went to sleep again because I was very tired. Then Guru Maharaj, when he got up, it was 5 o'clock, he came and called me, started to chastise me. He said, "You don't touch my alarm clock." I said, "Guru Maharaj, but you're very tired. You want to sleep 11 o'clock. That's none of your business. Just leave the alarm alone. I'll wake up. Don't worry." So, like that, he was very, very determined. And I had many beautiful pastime with him. One time I was driving his bus. We were going to Bangladesh, Haridaspur, and that time was raining. This was again another Mercedes Benz bus, which we transformed in a camper with inside room, and there was a toilet, shower, and a kitchenette, and a place to take rest. But the engine of this bus was in the rear, so in the front was very light, and it was raining. So as usually, as I told you, the road is was very narrow, and I saw coming very fast one of these big tanker, red color, transporting petrol, and I start to try to stop, change the gear, put the engine, brake, and I can see the front wheel that's slipping and won't stop, and almost I was going to crash with this big, huge petrol tank, and I was thinking, oh man, we're gonna die. So I decided to leave the brake and go off road. So when we went off road, we went in the Pukur. There was a slide on the side of the road, and there was water. So slowly the bus went until on one side, and I heard Guru Maharaj. He was taking rest inside. There was Padaseva and another small boy from the Gurukul, and I hear tumbling inside, boom, boom, boom. The the bus stopped on one side, so it didn't capsize completely upside down. So and I was screaming, Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, I opened the door on the side. Then Guru Maharaj came, and we came out. He asked me, "You okay?" Yeah. He said, "What happened?" And I explained to him. He said, "Okay, good." Then he jumped out. He said, "Bring my suitcase." He had a suitcase with him all the time. So I gave him the suitcase, and he said, "Okay, I'm going." One bus came, he jumped on the bus. He said, "I had to go for the program. We had a partner program in Haridaspur." And he left me alone there. And I was thinking, "Oh my God, what am I going to do now?" He went with Padasema. But then after 1 hour, he sent some devotee, and we arranged a crane from Barasat, which is another 60, 70 kilometers far away. The crane came, we put together the bus straight on the road. I had to open up the head of the engine because it got mixed the petrol and the water, and then again by the night, the next day we fix it, and so I was thinking of Guru Maharaj, what happened? Why these things happen? He said, "Well, when this thing happened," he said, "I was thinking of you because you are I'm transporting the most valuable thing in the universe. You are my guru, and you are very close to Krishna." So he said, "It's okay, no problem. You are Krishna conscious." So like that, we travel many places from Nepal to Bangladesh to South India. And every night we used to have a program in different houses, in different places, whether it was a big, huge pandal set up by the temple president of the local place, or was in some devotee's house. Guru Maharaj was constantly preaching, inspiring devotees, and doing program. And then we come back to Mayapur, and in Mayapur he was very busy with the management, how to see that everything is nice, everything is clean, and the body have been taken care of. And of course, at the time, the prashada was very simple. We used to receive 7,000 rupees from the temple president from Kolkata for the devotee taking who are living in Mayapur, because Mayapur was not able to make any money. And we used to grow some rice and some vegetable, but mostly potato and stuff like that. So it was struggling and austerity. But Guru Maharaj was always very enthusiastic in see that the devotee have been taken care of, and always see that everybody was happy in performing devotional service. And then we had this Mayapur festival where the devotee from Australia used to bring this big cane of ghee. Each one used to bring 3 kilo ghee because in India there was scarcity of ghee. So we wanted to cook for Radha Madhava with ghee. So all the devotees from Australia used to bring this ghee. And we had some of the most fantastic kirtan, which you cannot believe how happy we were dancing for Krishna. Sometimes I used to think that Krishna will jump out of the altar and come and dance with us. So Guru Maharaj had the big wampers, these giant wampers, and he used to do kirtan. These wampers are very famous. They used to make very loud, banging noise, beautiful sound. And Guru Maharaj used to always chant and dance in all with all the GBC and the devotees and the kirtan. We were very enthusiastic in serving everybody. So like that, life went very fast. Life were very happy, and I personally felt like this is my life. I can dedicate myself in doing something worthwhile because yes, in the material world we can do so many things, but we never become happy. We maybe have money, we have a bike, we maybe become famous, we maybe play music, whatever we do, but we can never be happy in material life. It's a struggle for existence. And so I felt like I can contribute, to this movement of Srila Prabhupada, pure devotee of the Lord, and together with all the other devotees. And I can use whatever knowledge I have in whatever possible way to serve the Lord. So there was a construction at one point of Srila Prabhupada Samadhi, and I was the purchasing manager for all the tools and material. I did some scaffolding inside the Samadhi for putting the mosaic in the dome inside, many different things. And Guru Maharaj was always inspiring me to do more and more service. Whenever there was something technical or something mechanical, I repaired Srila Prabhupada car, which is now in the Samadhi, which is like museum. And he had an old ambassador, red color. We repainted, we fixed everything. And then Guru Maharaj told me, make sure the engine doesn't work. I said, why? Because somebody they will think, okay, let us use Prabhupada car for going to Kolkata. So I disconnect all the wires, and so the car is there with the engine and everything, but uh, it doesn't start. So Guru Maharaj always had an angle of looking at things in a different way. He was never answering very quickly everything. So maybe after some hours or after a few days, he will come back to you and say, yeah, you told me this, but this is what Prabhupada say about this and that. So, and he would be always referring to the scriptures. Like many people say this, that, so many things, so many questions. So he would answer always from the scriptures based on the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and always, even today, even though his body is not perfectly functioning, his mind is very fresh. I saw him a few days ago. He asked me, "Hey Ganga, how you doing? How's everything?" So everything is fantastic by your mercy, Guru Maharaj. And he's always eager to talk and joke with everybody. It's amazing. He remembered the name of all the devotees, which I still can figure it out how he does it because he knows a lot of people. For me, it's very difficult to remember the names of people. For example, I know people's face. There are 10,000 devotees in Mayapur now, 350 brahmachari, and so many thousands of devotees. And unless you do some service for a long time with some particular devotee, it's difficult to remember the names. You maybe remember the face, but you remember the names of all the devotees. Another time I remember when we were in Delhi and when Mataji came with his daughter, he said, "Oh, I want to ask some question. My daughter want to ask some question." And she said, "Yes, how can I help you?" She said, "Oh, Guru Maharaj, I don't know if I should continue to study in university. They offer me a job. They give me so much money. I'm confused. I don't know what to do." Then Guru Maharaj say, "Listen, I can give you spiritual instruction. You want anything material, just go and ask Gangadas, is Mary, is Grihasta, I can help you with that. But I'm here to assist you in spiritual life. I don't know anything about job, I don't know about education, and I don't know whether you should do this or that. That's your choice. But maybe you can ask him because he's married and he has a life." So, so Guru Maharaj has been always very practical. He always say, "I can assist you in your spiritual life, but you have to work yourself as well." It's just like in Ramanuja Sampradaya, there are two different group. One say, you just have to surrender. Just say, "Krishna, I'm yours." And you don't have to do anything. The Lord will take you back home back to God. Another group say, "No, no, 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 no. You have to say, yes, I surrender to you, my Lord, but you have to also perform sadhana. You have to endeavor to become purified." So similarly, Guru Maharaj is saying that always, I can give you spiritual instruction, I can tell you what Prabhupada say, but you have to work on yourself. And this is something very important because many people they have misconception. Now I'm Guru Maharaj or I'm initiated. I don't have to do anything. Guru will take me back home back to God. Yes, Guru will take us back home back to God, but we have to follow the instruction of Guru Maharaj. We have to follow instruction of the Acharya. We have to follow the instruction of Sri Prabhupada. I remember in the early day, there was Naxalite group, extremist, leftist, communist here in West Bengal, who were creating always trouble for everybody, putting bombs, fighting, killing people. So sometime when we were in a Calcutta distributing book in the middle of Bara Bazar, Kalaga Street, full of people, these people used to come, three, four young guys, you know. We had a book table display in the back of the van, playing Srila Prabhupada bhajan, which was very amazing, beautiful sound. And these people will come and take the book table and trash it, to throw it in the sky with all the book falling on the floor. And I used to become very angry and I used to fight with them. Then so many people used to come. Although people understood that there was nothing wrong with us, but it's not nice to see the sadhu fighting, breaking somebody's nose, breaking somebody's head. So Guru Maharaj, one point he called me, told me, "Ganga, I think you should try to change. It's okay, you're trying to protect the devotee and the Sankirtan, but don't fight. Because if you keep on fighting with these people, we'll give bad image to Srila Prabhupada." So he said, "Turn the page of your life, start fresh, start blank. Forget about the mafia, forget about the fighting, forget about martial arts, forget about everything. Unless it's really necessary, please. Be in neutral," he told me. Like a car is in neutral. If necessary, you put the gear and then you move or you go back, wherever. So he's saying, unless it's an attack in the temple, which we had also. So don't fight. So then for me, it was like, okay, I'm ready to accept that. I turned the page of my life. That means you have to work on yourself. You have to become more peaceful. You have to become more sober. You have to become more you know, not reacting immediately. And that was a big step for me because you had to change your personality. But I learned a lot from him. And I always appreciate his inspiring words and personal instruction. So, in that way, I was always blessed to be with him, traveling or serving him here in Mayapur in all the possible way. Eventually, because my elder brother has a big radio station in Rome, it's called Radio Dimensione Suono. So Guru Maharaj told me, why don't you make one radio station in Mayapur also? You can ask your brother to help you. I said, sure, Guru Maharaj, whatever your desire. So then when I went with my family in Rome, I asked my brother, can you give me a transmitter, the antenna, the wire, and tell me how it works? And that was from 19, maybe 88, 89. So I bought back all the equipment. I put up a radio, I put the antenna on top of my house, and I started to transmit bhajans all day long. And but then after a few months, that was FM radio. We were transmitting on a frequency 108. After some time, the police came and said, look, you cannot do this transmission of this FM radio because we are very close to Bangladesh border, and this is disturbing our frequency of the army and creating an alarm. So we don't want anything to happen to you. Please stop this FM radio. So then I had to push it down. We still have that you know, the antenna, the wire, and the machine, which is a transmitter FM. But then eventually, one devotee from America came many years ago, more than 10 years ago, and his name is Nityananda Ram. He told me, I want to do some nice service here in Mayapur. What can we do? I said, why don't we do a radio station, but online? Because now we have internet. And so now we have Radio Mayapur. Radio Mayapur is, I can show you. It's a radio which we started, you know, with we do podcasts, and with 24 hour we can actually listen to Radio Mayapur online, and so we are broadcasting all the bhajan for the devotee all over the world, because now there is internet, they cannot stop you. And so that was also another desire of Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj personally told me that he has 72 things which Srila Prabhupada gave him personal instruction to accomplish. So he always said, my disciple will help me. Like he established Bhaktivedanta, I don't remember what's his name, but we are going to repair many temples of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and many great Acharya, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and many temples of Gaudiya Math, which are in horrible condition. So Guru Maharaj created one set of devotees who are traveling around West Bengal and India, repairing all these temples, of course financed by other devotees who can offer donations. It's called Bhaktivedanta Charity Trust. So, and we were around traveling. Sometime in Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we found trunks full of manuscript by Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Bhakti Siddhanta. So we asked the Pujari to donate to us this trunk, and we started Bhaktivedanta in Calcutta. Where we are storing all these books, and they've been stored into soft copy in the internet. And we have a library in Calcutta where we store all these books, and there's some devotee dedicated to that. So like that, Guru Maharaj also created an awareness of welcoming all the other God brothers, Srila Prabhupada, those who are still alive, or his disciple, to come and participate in Mayapur festivals. So they're all coming to reunite the Gaudiya Vaishnavas family. We are all part of Krishna's family. So, but the Gaudiya are all Srila Prabhupada had the vision that we can unite everybody under one umbrella because we're all preaching Krishna consciousness. So many of them comes and they glorify Srila Prabhupada. We offer them prasada and we try to help them. So create a many wonderful, wonderful atmosphere. So like that, 72 different things, which he has a list that yes, he want to accomplish. So we are all his disciple. We want to help him in fulfilling his desire, and his desire is to serve Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada was asked, how can we please you? And he said, Srila Prabhupada said that I wish all my disciples become pure devotee. They helped me so much. So if we try to chant sincerely, because chanting is the base of our spiritual advancement. Chant sincerely all around and be together, see each other as brothers and sisters. And Guru Maharaj was never thinking this person is my disciple or this person is not my disciple, I don't care. No. He see all the devotees as one giant family. He wanted to always help each other. Unfortunately, sometimes there are fractions. People think my temple, my zone, my this, my that, whatever. Actually, the Vaishnava should have 360 vision how to, you know, help everybody to be Krishna consciousness. Plus, how can we help each other if we were together? One of the emblem of Roman Empire was a bunch of stick with an axe. And Srila Prabhupada many times said that you can easily break one stick, but you cannot break, 50 sticks together. So if all our forces are united, if we forget and forgive whatever happened in the back, what happened many years ago, whatever difficulty we had in communication, whatever problem we have, and we overcome all these things together, we can achieve much, much more. So, and we don't have to do just for show. We have to sincerely and honestly think, how can I become the servant of the servant of the servant? Because we can see that Guru Maharaj has been always eager to serve all his God brother. Whenever there is big feast, he will personally serve everybody first and then sit down and take prasad. So we have a perfect master who is teaching us, but we have to be eager to learn and apply this knowledge to our very life. Forgetting our petty things, forgetting our small disrespect or different disagreement. We can agree to be having different mind, and because we're not all the same. So, but still, because we are one family, we should love each other and work together. This is very important. Guru Maharaj again and again emphasized this. You know, Whenever some devotee had some miscommunication, he will call them and speak to both of them, make them pay obeisances, and re-establish this relationship. Because in ultimate analysis, relationship is what works in all the possible way, especially in India. For example, we went to Bangladesh for a program. This I'm talking about maybe 5, 6 years ago. 200 devotees came from Mayapur with Guru Maharaj. Some of these devotees didn't have passport. We went to the Indian border, and Guru Maharaj spoke to them. He said, "Look, we are having a program in this place in Rupan Sanatana Goswami birthplace. All these devotees are coming. They don't have a passport. We will go to have a program. Then we'll come back in 3 days." He spoke to the chief of the police there. He said, "No problem." So all the devotee went inside. We had a program. We came back. So everything through influence can be done. Everything through trust can be done. Everything through relationship can be done. So we have to remain very positive. We have to remain together in serving the mission of Srila Prabhupada, because otherwise it will split into thousand different groups. And this is something which Srila Prabhupada was very, very afraid of. That's why he created a GBC, which can put together all the temple as the ultimate authority. Okay, whatever problem we have with the GBC, whatever we believe or not, but ultimately somebody has to take responsibility. And either in management, and saying either you are a leader and you lead, or you are followers, otherwise move out of the way. So if we are followers, let's follow our guru, let's follow the leaders who decide something. We cannot think that we are more intelligent than Srila Prabhupada. We are not more intelligent than the acharyas, who has removed all the thorns, who has removed all the pieces of glasses, all the inauspicious things. The road to success, the road back home, back to God, is signed, is very clearly explained. But we have to surrender. We have to give up our ego. We have to be together, sometimes swallowing some disagreement, but still remain together in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. This is the desire of our Guru. And if we're able to do that, we'll be very successful. And we'll be spiritually successful. We don't have to just build a big temple to impress anybody. Krishna doesn't need big temple, small temple. He needs us just to be ourselves, the best version of ourselves, and be becoming pure, becoming attached to serve the Vaishnava, becoming attached to follow the instruction. Srila Prabhupada say, I have given you everything in Srimad Bhagavatam, everything I say. And Guru Maharaj said, the problem of my disciple is not reading Srila Prabhupada books. He himself, he reads every day Srila Prabhupada books. And he said, whenever I read this book, I feel great ecstasy. So if we remain sincere and honest on this path, and we become purified enough to think that I'm the servant of the servant of the servant, and follow the lead of our Guru, then we can become very happy. It doesn't matter if we are temple president, if we are GBC, if we are this or that, all these positions are all temporary anyway. We want to be the servant in whatever possible way. Somebody can drive, somebody can type, somebody can work on computer, somebody can cook, somebody can make garlands, somebody can do puja, somebody can chant mantra. We can do all these things. But we shouldn't be attached to the position, name, fame, glory, because all these things will take us away from Krishna consciousness. So this is Guru Maharaj's desire. As far as I understood, he is in such an incredible situation and is still preaching. So we should feel amazed to have such a person leading us. And he is such a tolerant person. He is able to tolerate everything. One time, a few years ago, Guru Maharaj told me, I'm always joking, I'm happy, but people don't understand how much I'm suffering. So, yeah, of course, we are not the body, but when we are suffering, it's very difficult to perform and be Krishna conscious. But we can see that it's beyond the body, because it's continuous Krishna conscious with such a great desire to please Srila Prabhupada. One famous astrologer look at his chart and say, this person not supposed to be alive. He has made a pact with God. He can leave his body whenever he wants. So Guru Maharaj just desired to see this TOVP temple being built. 2027 supposed to be the opening. Mayapur is developing very fast. I'd like to invite all of you to come and visit Mayapur, recharge your battery, feel the ecstasy of the Holy Dham, do the kirtan with the devotees. There are Russian devotee, American devotee, Australian devotee, black devotee, Japanese, Chinese. There's devotee from all over the world. We all together sing and dance, glorifying Srila Prabhupada. And this is our life. We are very happy to be in Mayapur. I travel now around the world for 6 to 8 months with His Holiness Banu Swami wherever we go. Banu Swami, he was the personal secretary of Jayapataka Swami, of Guru Maharaj. And I was his driver, so we had a close association. It was very difficult time to arrange because Guru Maharaj was always wanting to do more and more. And somehow we managed to be with him and assist him. So preaching is the essence, but purity is the force. So we had to try to become purified, remain pure, don't be attracted by any material situation, and be faithful to Srila Prabhupada, be faithful to your Guru, be faithful to the Acharya. In this way, I think we can become very successful in our life. And Srila Prabhupada said the symptom of spiritual advancement is that you become happy. So that happiness in your heart, no one can remove it. We don't need any external things, or position, or name, or money, or fame, or glory. We just need to chant Hare Krishna sincerely, to follow the instructions sincerely. And if we have any doubt, we can always contact Guru Maharaj as a senior devotee and reveal our mind. They can help us to remain in Krishna consciousness. Because Srila Prabhupada say also that everybody need to have a friend, somebody we can go and reveal our mind. Sometimes our mind will play us tricks, make us believe something which is not true. So in order to remain on the path to spiritual realization, we need some intimate association with some advanced devotee. So I've been very fortunate to have association also with Bhan Maharaj, who is a great sadhu, who has impeccable sadhana, and who has translated more than 200 books from Sanskrit and Bengali. So by Guru Maharaj's blessing, we are able to accomplish so many things. It's the credit goes to him that he has inspired us to feel confident to serve in all the possible and amazing way. And we are all together like in a harmony. Each person play a role, but each one can change the role also anytime as needed to be. So sincerely, if we continue in this way, life is very short. Kali Yuga is deteriorating, but at the same time, I see a lot of people awakening to spiritual realization. They are waiting for us to explain to them nicely who is Prabhupada, who is Krishna, who is God, who is the Supreme, who is the Source, who is the Creator of everything. And once you connect with that Supreme Source, everything becomes manifested, everything becomes clear, and we become very, very happy. So, Prabhuji, I don't know if you want to have any question answer. I'm ready for whatever you want to do. I'm ready to go for as much as you, the devotee, want me to remain. At this point, I think it's 1 minute before 9 o'clock. So I will not take much of your time. I am very glad, I'm inspired to be with you tonight. And please do come and visit Mayapur. And if there is any service I can offer, I'm always available in WhatsApp. If there is any question which is you cannot sleep tonight, I'm ready to answer. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai, Mayapur Dham ki Jai, Vaishnava Sangha ki Jai.
Thank you so much, Roji. So if any devotee has any question, you can just raise your hand, and then I can ask Roji. So meanwhile, someone raises hand. I was just, when you were talking about the past time where you were fighting with the thieves and those robbers, and then Guru Maharaj told you not to. So I was thinking, like, what is the like maybe what is one thing that Guru Maharaj likes the most? Like, if I do something, like Guru Maharaj will like that most, and if I do something which he doesn't like, like uh, least, or I don't know, like he hates something. So what is the most of the worst thing that he
I
if
think Guru Maharaj always said that the worst thing is to offend the Vaishnavas. So he really disliked that because I remember one time, Guru Maharaj came from the safari from South India, and they were taking picture inside the temple of Radha Madhava. This I'm talking about 15 years ago. Still, Guru Maharaj goes in a safari in different places, South India. Sometimes they go to Nepal. Sometimes they go different places. So when they come back, they were taking photograph all together, this group of devotees. And there was one Mataji, she wanted to be in the picture with all these devotees, but she didn't go to this parikrama, I mean to the safari. And so there was one devotee, he kind of pushed this Mataji out, physically pushing her out. Guru Maharaj got so upset, he went there and he slapped this devotee in the face, which I was astonished. I said, Guru Maharaj, you give such a blessing to that devotee, you slap him. I said, yeah, I don't like when anybody disrespect the Vaishnava, especially a woman, you should never touch. Because women are our mother. So he could have asked nicely, why you should physically push them out of this? What is it? One person more, one person less. There were like 60 devotees. Nobody would have noticed. But Guru Maharaj got really upset. And he slapped that devotee in the face. And that devotee was humble enough to recognize that he was wrong. But Guru Maharaj really doesn't like when we do not respect the Vaishnava. We don't respect anybody because Guru Maharaj sees everybody as part and parcel of Krishna. So even the rickshawala, they're devotees. Everybody's a devotee, even the animals, the tree. He was very concerned when we we're cutting trees. So this is something we really dislike. What he likes the most is that we become enthusiastic in serving the mission of Srila Prabhupada. I'll tell you in a nutshell.
Thank you,
I don't
thank
know
you.
if this answers your question.
Yes, yes, that is exactly my question. What he likes the most in this thing. Thank you for sharing that. So, Devsima Prabhu, I think maybe Anukul Keshav Prabhuji is there. Oh,
Anukul, my friend, where is it? I don't see him.
Hare Krishna, Ganga Prabhu,
Are you
Daivaya.
on? I am in Mayapur. Where I am? Look behind
I'm
me.
in Bangalore only. How are
Okay.
you doing?
Fantastic. Wonderful. Every
Nice.
day is a new day, and today is a new year. So we have a new commitment for Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada.
Nice. So, sorry, I just want to share two pastimes of Ganga Prabhu and Guru Maharaj which I witnessed. So, this was once in on the rooftop in Mayapur. Guru Maharaj was on the laptop and it was really late. And I was serving Guru Maharaj and it was really late and we were pushing him to sleep. But Guru Maharaj was like, one mail more, one mail more, one mail more. So then I quietly went to Ganga Prabhu and I told him, Ganga Prabhu, you need to push Guru Maharaj to go to bed right now. So Ganga Prabhu went in, he just shut Guru Maharaj's laptop and he said, Guru Maharaj, it's late now and you need to go to sleep. And Ganga Prabhu was the only disciple who could do that to Guru Maharaj's laptop, could shut his laptop, and it was so nice to see that, like we could never touch Guru Maharaj's laptop, but Ganga Prabhu, like, because the relationship that Ganga Prabhu had with Guru Maharaj, he just went in and he shut the door, the laptop screen, and then he apologized to Guru Maharaj. He's like, Guru Maharaj, I'm sorry, but you need to take rest now. And then Guru Maharaj also, was. Yeah, Gurmaj also was like, yeah, okay, now because Ganga Prabhu is said, so Gurmaj also just like got up and went to bed. I was like, oh God, why did I do this earlier? And and then one more time, I remember Gurmaj told me that Ganga Prabhu makes the best pizzas, and I can also say that he does. So it was I have had the great fortune of serving Guru Maharaj along with Ganga Prabhu, and I'm telling you that is some of the best times that I've had. Thank you so much, Ganga Prabhu.
Yeah. I
Very
remember one time, I can tell another past mine, small one. Guru Maharaj was taking a shower inside the bathroom, and at one point he started to scream, Ganga, Ganga, Ganga. I was outside with the clothes. I was thinking, oh my God, what happened? Did he sleep in the bathroom? Something happened. I go there and I start to open the door and pushing the door. I want to break the door. I'm ready to kick the door and smash the door. Then Guru Maharaj opened the door and said, what's your problem? I said, Guru Maharaj, you called me. Ganga, Ganga, so loud. He said, not calling you. I'm calling Mother Ganga. When I take bath, if I take bath with and I chant the name of Ganga, that means I'm taking Ganga bath. I said, okay. Oh, thank you very much, Guru Maharaj. Because I was scared. He said, don't be scared. Just chant the name of Ganga when you take a bath, when you take a shower. And he closed the door. Someone, Guru Maharaj is so funny sometimes.
very good.
Any other questions?
So there is one from Hemangi Gopeshwari Mataji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for giving the opportunity. Thank you, Ganga Prabhu. I'm sorry I started attending the class a little bit late, but I have a question that I know Guru Maharaj wants every disciple to preach, and I'm relatively new, and I am trying, but I always feel that I am not good enough, and I do lead a small bhakti rickshaw here. I'm in Canada. So what can I do to overcome this feeling and try to do my best? And I guess I will never know the entire shastra, and it's not possible for me to know. So what should I be doing?
I think that Gurmat, the first thing will ask you whether you're married or have children.
Yes, I'm married. I have one son.
Okay, so Gurmat will say, take nice care of your son and take nice care of your husband. That is the number one preaching you can do, because if your son see how nicely he has been taken care, he will become a devotee. I have 2 sons and 4 grandchildren, and my sons both are big now. One is 37, he lives in London, he's here for the last 2 weeks. He will be here another week. And the other one is 33, is married, has 3 kids. So they both, at one point in their life, they choose to be Krishna consciousness. One is initiated by Guru Maharaj and his wife also. The other one is initiated by Bibi Govinda Maharaj, and his wife is initiated by another Maharaj. So the point is that preaching means you are teaching and you're taking care of your family and you are having a bhakti friction. So if you take care of your child and you become a devotee, you're a successful mother. And if your husband is happy with you, now this is number one things we should remember, is that we are all playing part in this big family, as a father, as a mother, as a different situation, different time. But the best we can do in your situation is to take nice care of your child and make sure that he is Krishna consciousness. How old is your son?
He's 19 now, bro.
So he's 19 years old. And so if he grew up in an atmosphere of Krishna consciousness at one point in his life, he will want to be Krishna consciousness. So that is their choice. We can only inspire people to be Krishna consciousness, and this is the biggest preaching you can do. Is nice love and care. Because I see many parents, they don't take care of their children, and their children become against Krishna consciousness because they think my mother didn't love me enough, my father was not there. Why I want to be Krishna conscious? Krishna stole my father and mother. I don't like Krishna. So I would say that if you take nice care of your family, you perform your duty nicely, plus you're having bhakti vriksha, that's the best you can do. Don't think you have to go out and give lecture or distribute books or whatever you can. I'm sure you have friends, you can distribute some books. But this is the best thing that Guru Maharaj would like you to do. Because what's the point of going out and be all preacher? And even Jesus says you can save everybody, but if you don't save yourself, what's the use? So charity starts at home. So if your son become a devotee at one point, if your husband is very happy with your service, just keep on doing that. That's preaching. Does this answer your question?
Yes, yes, very helpful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this nice answer. Hare Krishna.
Terrible. Of course, as Griyasa, we always invite devotee in our house, feed them prasadam, see that they have anything they need. As much as possible, we help other devotees. So Griyasa is meant to invite devotee in this house. We chant, take prasadam, then we do some bhajan, we can read some scripture together. Everybody is friend. So that way we can preach also. There's so much we can do. Only
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
when people see you are happy, they want to be like you. So then, what is your secret? How you are so happy? I'm chanting Hare Krishna. I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. Please take one Bhagavad Gita and read it. If you have any questions, you can ask. So it's very simple. We don't have to artificially push ourselves. Naturally, we can do all this. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very, very helpful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So next question is from Karunapati Keshav Prabhu.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. That was a very wonderful, amazing Glorification of Guru Maharaj. We always wanted to hear about Guru Maharaj, and that gives us so much of place to people like us in material blessing fire. So I really want to thank you, Prabhuji, for giving a wonderful class. And
Bye.
yeah, instead of question or doubt, I have one particular comment, Prabhuji. This is regarding Guru Maharaj actually have a like email where any disciple can send a is whatever is going through and Guru Maharaj replies. I recently heard that Guru Maharaj at least receives 1,000+ mails per month from the disciples. So I was just thinking, like if there is a kind of facility like help desk email system where any disciple send a mail to Guru Maharaj, immediately sends a response that you have received it and you are in queue and so on. So approximate time you may receive response. That may be of great help to the disciples who are sending mails. That is my humble comment. Prabhu. I don't know whether I'm
I
able
think
to
we have an
explain.
office, GPS office here in Mayapur. I'm not aware. At one point, I was in charge of that office. I'm talking about 30 years ago. I don't know now, but I'm sure that if you send an email, you should be able to have a response from the office.
Mm.
But also imagine that Guru Maharaj has, I don't know how many thousands of disciples, and
Mm. Mm.
difficult for him maybe personally to answer all these things, all these. But if you have any doubt, I'm sure in your wherever you are in the world, you can find some senior devotee and take also a lead or take advice from them. Of course, Srila Prabhupada disciples are becoming rare. They're disappearing slowly because they're becoming old. But there must be some body, I don't know where you live. If there is some devotee you can look that he is a leader or if somebody can help you in spiritual life, then why not taking advantage of that and ask any personal question? Because Guru is one. Krishna is the supreme Guru, Balaram is Guru, and the Guru is telling the same thing which is written in Srila Prabhupada books. So as we read in Srila Prabhupada books, we should be able to understand properly the philosophy, which is simple. If we want to go in depth study, there's Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhai, Bhakti this, that, Bhakti. So there's so much. But the concept of spiritual life is quite simple. And if you have something which you want to clear or understand more, maybe you can take also advantage of some senior devotees, because if you write to Guru Maharaj, yes, it's difficult to get maybe immediate response, but I know the office there trying to answer all this, reply all the email. I don't know if maybe you did not receive anything, but it's very strange. Guru Maharaj has this automatic response for all the email. But if you have anything you would like to discuss personally with me, I can always make myself available for you in WhatsApp. You guys have my number, and I can share with you if I can help you. Or locally, if there is any other senior devotee, you can take advantage and ask a question to them. Is it okay?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving a wonderful answer. Yes, for sure, for any material help, yeah, I do have a senior devotee. I mean, basically connected to Iskcon Whitefield, and I have a
I'm
senior
sure there
devotee.
are devotees who can assist you and help you.
I just thought of giving this comment because that will be of great help to people, devotees who are writing to Guru Maharaj, getting some auto response and a system. That's what I was thinking. But your comment of having a senior devotee, getting some guidance immediately,
Yeah,
certainly.
because it's more personal, and you can, Pramanujacharya had 13 Siksha Guru. Somebody was teaching him, Sanskrit, somebody poetry, somebody grammar. We can have many Siksha Guru. Diksha Guru is one. Guru Maharaj is giving us Diksha Guru, fine. And he's also giving Siksha to us. But in case he's not there at the place where you live, I mean, even for us, we are living in Mayapur. We don't go other people to every day to talk to Guru Maharaj. Shall I do this or shall I do that? Because let Guru Maharaj going through whatever he's going through himself, unless it's something very important. And plus he's attending a meeting with the GBC, the TOVP, so many things happening. So we all take advantage of some senior devotee. We can have a Siksha Guru. Infatti, Bhaktivinoda Tagore mentioned in some of his book that if we accept the Siksha Guru, it will be much helpful for us in our spiritual life. So Diksha Guru is one, and Siksha Guru can be many. So find some devotee you look after, that you think is, more advanced or more knowledgeable. Somebody's more knowledgeable in practical things. Somebody's more knowledgeable in family things. Somebody's more knowledgeable in scriptures. So you can find the devotee and say, okay, I think you are very knowledgeable in scripture. What Prabhupada say about this argument? See what he say. And maybe he can give you a lead to make you understand better and remain Krishna consciousness. I hope this helps.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was a great help for me with your answer. I definitely like to be in touch with you as well, and also as you suggested, I will also be in touch with other senior duties. Already, I am actually. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thanks for a
Hare
wonderful
Krishna.
Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro. So I think next one is from Shubhangi Radha Mataji, and then I think you can conclude.
Yes.
Shubhangi Radha Mataji, you can unmute yourself. Okay, sure. Mataji, are you there?
Hare
Okay.
Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Yes,
Pranam,
yes.
Prabhu.
Pranam.
Prabhu, this is regarding the question which Prabhu raised before about the devotee care.
Yes,
Guru Maharaj has this e-care office, JPS e-care,
yes.
where Guru Maharaj has personally appointed devotees to take care of the messages, and we take the messages to Guru Maharaj.
Okay. Thank you. So this is
So
happening.
for all the regions, there are different e-care givers. So whatever, I can share the email ID to in this group.
Okay, please do that so that the devotee
And
can be.
Guru Maharaj is asking everyone to write to him
Okay,
in
that's
this
that.
email ID.
Sure. But I think also we should not bother Guru Maharaj with small petty things. We can work out ourselves and help each other to work out many things. I mean, if it's something like life and death situation or something, I'm blooping because something happened in my life. Okay, we can approach Guru Maharaj, but I think it's fair enough for us to help each other in Krishna consciousness, and we can help each other to, to remain Krishna
Yes,
conscious.
Prabhu.
Does it make
Yes,
sense?
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. And Guru Maharaj has also given some specific quotes like For example, if there some devotee is going through some black magics or something, he has given specific codes, so that we can send it to the devotees to help them.
Sure.
So
Let's
he
do
has
that.
he has he has formed this e-care team only to do this emergency, like whenever it is required immediately, because otherwise they have to wait for such a long time.
That's true.
Uh,
That's very nice.
yeah, yes, Prabhu. I'll share the email ID in this group.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Please, please. Let's help each
Thank
other
you.
always to remain Krishna consciousness. Whatever possible thing we can do. I'm available in my WhatsApp if any devotee has any question or anytime, and I can try to assist everybody. It's no problem.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Okay. So Shamanandi Mataji also raised hand. So yes, Mataji.
Thank you very much for remembering us about all greatness of our spiritual father. So I have one very practical question to ask. So we have a devotee left the body yesterday morning, and he took a shelter from Guru Maharaj. So yes, we're doing as a community what is possible for the best transition of the soul of our Bhakta Franya, it's his name. So is it that something that we need to inform Guru Maharaj about, and what it will be the best way to do it?
I didn't understand the question. Was a devotee took shelter of Guru Maharaj or devotee took shelter of some other? I don't
They
understand.
took a shelter of Guru Maharaj,
Yes.
and he left the body yesterday.
Oh, he left the body yesterday. Okay, we
Sorry,
can all
I was a
pray.
little bit emotional. I couldn't say good.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
So
He left the body because he was old or accident
now
or some
he had lots of health issues.
health issues. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we can send the message to Guru Maharaj. Also, for us in Mayapur, we can arrange to do a puja in Shingadev for those devotees who left the body. If you send me the name and the place where he left the body, I can arrange for making a Nishingadev puja, so that Nishingadev will protect him wherever he has gone. That's possible. We are having such a system in Mayapur that any devotee has physical problem or left his body or is about to leave the body or is in a hospital, we can perform the Pujari offer 108 times Tulasi Puja and flowers to Nishingadev, mentioning his name. So the benefit will go to him to help him to remain Krishna consciousness, whether he left the body or whether he's sick or whatever it is. We have a system in Mayapur like that. So if you want, you can send me his name and his place where he left his body, and we can perform a puja for him. I'm sure Guru Maharaj would be happy with that.
That sounds beautiful. And how can I contact you to send this info?
You just send me in WhatsApp my name, Ganga Das. I'm in WhatsApp. I can give you my number. You want to write it down?
Yes.
And you are speaking from India or from different country?
I'm Croatian, and I'm in Croatia now.
Okay,
and
so you have to put +91.
Yeah.
Then 9333.
Okay.
212.
212. Okay.
662.
Can I repeat?
Please.
To make it sure. +91.
Yes.
9333.
Yes.
212.
Yes.
662.
Correct. This is my WhatsApp number. So
Thank
you
you
can
very
send me the name and everything. I will arrange for
Right.
the puja to Nishingadev tomorrow or the after tomorrow. Yeah. No
Beautiful.
problem.
Thank you.
We can do that service for you, for all the devotees.
Right.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, this is Nandakumar. I have a follow-up on what Mataji said now.
Yes.
So sometimes devotees are in difficulty. We request someone in Mayapur to do the puja. We have to look for someone. So to your point, is there a platform or like a WhatsApp group or somewhere where we can contact someone? We pay
I
the
will find
Lakshmi.
out. I can find out. I
Okay.
know that my wife, she's working for the TOVP fundraising, and myself, I'm traveling around the world. But even if you write to me wherever I am, I can always communicate with my wife, and she has a group of devotees who are arranging for this puja. Now, I will
Okay.
ask her also. I'll find out if there is some particular person appointed to do this service or not. But meanwhile, you can send it to me, and I will arrange. But maybe I can find out from Guru Maharaj office tomorrow and communicate with all of you, with Rekha Mataji, who arrange this, and let them know. But for the time being, I'm available. You can send it to me.
Sure, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. It's something like the virtual book table after Guru Maharaj started that. It's much
Yes.
easier to contribute for the books, and something
Yes.
similar for puja will be very convenient.
Why not? Yeah, it's not expensive. Also, costs only 150 to 200 rupees, something like that.
Right. Yes.
It's not a big
Yeah.
expense.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Sponsored, no problem. Pleasure to help. Any other questions there?
So I think no more questions. So we can, I think, conclude here. There
All
were some
right.
questions in the chat, and they are already like answered. Devotees were asking for link and all, so they received that. So yeah, I think conclude here.
Okay, I'd like to thank everybody who is with us tonight, and I invite you to come to Mayapur whenever you're free or whenever you can. And of course, Gaur Purnima is a big festival. Every day there's a big festival with 10,000 people, 100,000 people every day, so no problem. Feel yourself free to come to Mayapur, and if there is anything I can do for you, I'm available in your service. Thank you so much. Jai Gurudev, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Thank you
So
very much.
thank you
Dhanyavad.
so much, Prabhuji. And on behalf of Iskcon Seshadripuram and all the assembled devotees, we would like to thank Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare
Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo.
Ayam Tat Sat.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much,
Hare
Prabhuji, for
Krishna,
giving us your
Prabhuji.
wonderful
Thank
association.
you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Pleasure.
you,
It's my
Prabhuji.
pleasure.
Hare Krishna, Dandvat
Looking
Pranam.
forward. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.